Good afternoon. I embrace the mystic wonder of life, seeing magic in every moment. Amanda Amble's here, getting a little bit tired of seeing my face on videos, so I thought I'd make this one a little bit more anonymous. Obviously you have my voice but not my face. And this was the card that I just read out to you, and it's raccoon energy. And it's just so nice to be in the woods where you can breathe properly, where you can kick up the leaves and just feel that sense of freedom that you don't get when you're sat indoors. Today's a really lovely, sunny, frosty, cold day, and it's a welcome change from the rain and the dull weather that we've been having. You know, floods and all sorts. It's been quite full on actually, but look at that. I mean, that is poetry in motion, isn't it? The last of the leaves and the sunshine shining through them. It really is something else. So I was kind of thinking about wonder. What is wonder, and what is the opposite of wonder as well? Like, there's the word wonderful, isn't there? Full of wonder. And quite often we just use words without thinking that, you know, wonderful, it's full of wonder, isn't it? What a wonderful world. Wonder-filled might be a better expression of it. And then what is actually the opposite of wonder? I guess it's the mundane. I guess it's the feeling of being zapped of wonder, not having the wonder inside us, you know? And I think that's kind of like how it feels a little bit when we go into a council meeting or something like that. You know, it smells all musty and dusty and, you know, very unpleasant, and, you know, it feels like this is the old way. But it's nice to see with the eyes of wonder, the wonder of a child again, isn't it? And, you know, I've been thinking that often artists look with wonder and they use their senses, all of them, you know, and that could be our sight, our hearing, but also those other, the sixth sense, you know? The sense that isn't the physical sense, but the knowing sense, you know. Oh, look at that up there. And sometimes we just know stuff. It's the psychic sense, or the, you know, whatever you wish to call that. And we all have it, but we don't all use it, do we? And I'm just thinking, imagine if everybody actually listen to their psychic sense. What a different world we would live in. Wow, look at those colours. Whoa, I don't know if they're going to come out on here as I'm actually seeing them, because they are just lovely. These russet kind of leaves, they're just kind of clinging onto the tree, and a clear blue sky, which is quite a rarity these days. It's really lovely, isn't it? And over here we've got the sunlight coming through there. So the wonder in each moment, appreciating that. And, you know, I feel like some kind of weight has been lifted from me, because, you know, politically the last year, the local politics have been really full on. And I've been demonised, vilified and all sorts. And I don't know if I mentioned, but a dead Stalin was left on my doorstep, and also a dead rat where I park my car. So I don't know whether this was intentional or not, but it does seem like very, very strange things to happen to me. But I feel very much like more and more people in the town, they're waking up to, you know, the actual impact that if this does go through, that it will make a massive, you know, negative impact on the town. And it seems very clear to me, with all our freedom of informations and things, that they are just literally hell-bent on putting through this World Heritage status for Glastonbury. And the more we dig and the more we research, we realise that they're not following the correct protocols. So I spoke in the council meeting last Tuesday, and I will be speaking on the 9th of December. Unfortunately, the sound didn't come out very well, so I might just read it off the sheet for you so it's a bit clearer. But basically, what I was saying is they're not following the advice of the DCMS, Department for Culture, Media, and what's the other one? I can't remember now. But anyway, they're not following the right protocols. They're not following what UNESCO advise. They're not following Historic England. All of them advise that you need to, get the support. You need to reach out to the community and find out what they think. And basically, if they're not behind it, then you shouldn't continue with your scoping or whatever. In fact, they should never have started scoping at all. Oh, look at that sunshine. Without actually consulting us. So I think this is like a worldwide problem, really, that the voice of the people is being quashed. It's not being heard, it's not being heeded. So it is quite refreshing to see many people, including Sandy Adams and other people in the town. They started to put more posts on Facebook and they're speaking out. And tonight we have this World Heritage status group, this steering group, whatever you call it, working group. Now, I don't know what they're working towards, because they're not a fair representation of the town anyway. But I'm going to go along, and even though I'm not allowed to speak, I think it's really important that I go along and hear what they are saying, and if they are actually representing the views of the people in the town and the kinds of things that they're discussing. So I think that will be interesting. Wow, look at these pine trees, aren't they lovely? So I'll feed back on here if any of you are interested in that. And plus we are looking towards forming a residents association, a few of us, so that we can support each other and so we can work as a team. I'm quite a solitary person generally, but I can definitely see the value in this. So again, I'll keep you in the loop, and remember to keep that sense of wonder always, whatever age you are, that sense of awe and wonder that we are all born with, and that some do retain until to their elder years. But it's really, really important to kindle that, whether it's going into nature or creating art or however you do it. Perhaps you're a scientist, you like doing experiments or stuff to do with space, whatever it is, animals, food. Keep that sense of wonder alive. Thank you so much for watching. You take care. Bye for now.